Alright, today we've got our hands on the Lenovo Legion Slim 5 gaming laptop, and honestly, I think this might be one of the best mid-range options on the market today. Now, I do use the term mid-range very loosely, seeing as that's a very wide spectrum when you're talking about gaming laptops, especially modern gaming laptops. Now, I've absolutely been loving this thing. I actually totally set aside my main gaming rig and have pretty much only been playing Counter-Strike with my friends off of this for about 2 or 3 months now. This system, as it's spec'd, has a Ryzen 7 8845HS, an RTX 4070, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, coming in for a total of around $1,500. They do run sales on these pretty frequently though, where you can scoop them up for as low as $1,200 to $1,400. With this exact model having a little sibling that comes in around $1,300 before sale prices, that's rocking an RTX 4060 mobile GPU. Full disclosure, I was sent this out for free as part of a short form content review. If you don't know, I have around 200,000 followers total on my other channels. If you want to go check those out, I'll link them down below. But this is not sponsored, and I do not need to say anything about it, good or bad, or even post this video at all. I just think this is a fantastic option for people that are shopping in the mid-range to upper mid-range price point for gaming laptops. Now, before we get into actual gaming, let's talk about the design. So even though this is the Lenovo Legion Slim 5, it's nowhere near as slim as your average MacBook. But compared to most gaming laptops, this is a much smaller package. Now, even with these beefy internals and a 16-inch 165Hz display, the Legion Slim 5 actually comes in right at about 5 pounds, which may sound like a lot, but when you compare a lot of the other options on the market, that's pretty light. Now, taking a closer look at the details, this does have a full metal chassis in an almost matte gray design, which I think looks very nice. Nothing like the UFO looking and sounding gaming laptops of years past. This is definitely something that you could slide into a work meeting without getting any weird looks. But the appearance is just the beginning. The Slim 5 is packed with a 16-inch 165Hz display for buttery smooth gameplay. Whether you're playing a run and gun shooter like Warzone, or you've been maining Counter-Strike like I have lately, you really don't even need an external monitor, which is something I would rarely say about a laptop. And as far as laptop keyboards go, this one is definitely top tier. You can control all the RGB and the effects through Lenovo's built-in hub, which is actually surprisingly easy to use, unlike a lot of other RGB softwares. Looking at you, Armory Crate. Now, the Legion Slim 5 is powered by the Ryzen 7 8845HS processor, which does put a strong focus on AI. And there's actually a lot of really cool AI features this laptop offers that I'll get into in a minute. Now, pair that with the RTX 4070 mobile GPU, and this is perfect for whatever kind of game you like to play. I've had no trouble with FPS, story-driven, or MOBAs on this. I mean, this thing has absolutely crushed AAA titles in QHD, which is fantastic for the price, the size, and the portability. Even in terribly optimized games like Call of Duty Warzone, we're nearly maxing out the 165Hz display without making any changes to the settings. We're running smooth on recommended settings with good playable graphics. In Fortnite, we got great visuals in performance mode, coupled with a massive frame rate of over 200 FPS, clearing the 165Hz that our built-in display is capable of. And for my personal favorite at the moment, Counter-Strike 2 on high settings. We average between 150 and 200 FPS even in casual lobbies that, due to the higher player count, typically result in lower frames. Now, the cooling system is surprisingly quiet. Sure, it'll ramp up under full load, but it's still nowhere as loud as I expected it to be. Now, I don't have any way to measure the decibels on hand, but if I had to compare it to something, I'd say it sounds roughly like a box fan running a couple feet away from you. And for the biggest complaint that everyone seems to have about laptops is the battery life. Now, thanks to some of those AI features that I briefly mentioned earlier, this thing actually does pretty good. With light processing tasks, you're looking around 6 to 8 hours of battery life, depending on what you've got going on and your brightness. But more importantly, depending on what game you're playing, you'll get around 2 to 4 hours of unplugged full blast battery life while you're gaming. And while it comes equipped with an impressive for the size 80 watt-hour battery, with super rapid charging, you can go from 0 to 30% charge in 10 minutes and even up to 70% in 30 minutes. Thanks to the AI features I mentioned earlier, the Legion Slim 5 uses AI to optimize your CPU and GPU settings in real time to give you the best blend of performance and battery life. You don't have to tweak anything on your own, you can let the AI do all the work for you. Now, I do have one complaint with the AI, and that's the network boost feature. While it's designed to improve latency by directing bandwidth towards your primary application, it does cause some problems with Discord and any other tabs you may have open while gaming. So is the Lenovo Legion Slim 5 actually worth it? I think this is a fantastic upper mid-range option when you're talking about gaming laptops. This is a well-rounded system with desktop level performance while being portable and more affordable than a lot of other options on the market. This is perfect for anyone who wants to take take their gaming rig on the go without breaking their back or the bank. But thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more tech content.